celebrate the wonderful association of Prabhuji. So let's welcome Prabhuji in Kalyaris for the very first time. Taking shelter of the Holy Name.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
I request all of you to please put the mobile phone silent. Welcome to Kalyaris Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. जय राधा माधव, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
यशोदनंदन व्रज जन रंजन, यशोदनंदन व्रज जन रंजन, यमुना तीरवनचारी,
यमुना तीरवनचारी,
यमुना तीरवनचारी।
यमुना तीरवनचारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव राधा माधव
जय राधा माधव राधा
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद।
जय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 ओम अज्ञान-तिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन-शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री-गुरवे नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भू-तले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे, निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I think this can go little away. It creates lot of echo and interference. It's close, right? Speaker. You can pull this and then turn it this side. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is it all right?
Can you use slide?
Hare Krishna. Why it make it slide? Somehow without echo, that's why.
Yes, sir.
It's all right, that's fine.
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
It's not holding.
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
It just falls off. This has to be tightened. This. That's okay. I can hold it, not an issue. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Is it not loud enough? It's not loud enough. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. My humble obeisances to all the devotees here at Kanaya Desh. Very grateful to all of you for taking out your time and coming here. I thank Anuttam Gopal Prabhu for coordinating this series of sessions in the next 4 days at Kanaya Desh. Although it's my first time here, still I feel very happy to see so many bright-faced devotees eager to hear some Krishna Katha. So with your empowerment and blessings, let me speak a few things from the first canto of Bhagavatam. Devotees requested me to speak on the prayers of Queen Kunti. So, how many of you are familiar with the prayers of Queen Kunti? Okay, quite a few of you. So should we discuss this? Or any other topic? Okay. Although we may know some topic, still, it's good. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Although we may be aware of some subject matter, but the more we discuss about that subject matter, the more we can internalize it. That's what sadhana means. Sadhana is not doing something new every time. Sadhana means doing the same thing repeatedly, hundreds of times. That's what sadhana is, right? Practice. We chant the same mantra every day, so many times. Which mantra you chant?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
we worship the same Lord every day. Who is that Lord? Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanayastadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachitupasana Vrajavadhu Vargenaya Kalpita. Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanaya. Our Aradhya Bhagavan, our worshipable Lord is Vrajesha Tanaya, the son of Vrinda Maharaj, Krishna. Tadhama Vrindavanam. Our supreme dham is Vrindavan. So we worship the same Lord every day. We chant the same mantra every day. We follow the same Acharya every day, Srila Prabhupada. We go to the same dham repeatedly. Not that, okay, this year I went to this dham, next year I went to another dham. Like that you may have 4 or 5 dhams, prominent dhams. But it's not that once you visit a dham, you will never go to that dham again. In fact, when you go to one dham, that visit to that holy place should increase your appetite to go there once again. Right? Similarly, when we read one chapter of Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, that should increase our appetite to repeat that same chapter, read the same chapter again. Thus, the more we discuss the same subject, the more we internalize it, the more we imbibe the mood of that character. The context of Kunti Maharani's prayers is like this. After the Kurukshetra battle, when Pandavas became successful in winning over the Kauravas, with the assistance of Krishna, of course, Krishna wanted to go back to Dwaraka. So he was about to depart. Then, as Krishna was about to depart on his chariot, Uttara came running to see Krishna. She was very anxious. She was very fearful. She said, Pahi pahi mahayogin deva deva jagatpate Nanyam tadabhayam pashyet yatra mrityuh parasparam. Pahi pahi mahayogin. Oh great mystic Krishna, please protect me. Looks like some fiery arrow is coming towards me. I don't mind dying because of that fiery arrow, but that should not harm my child in the womb. She was pregnant at that time. A glorious mother praying for the survival of her child. You see, she said that let that arrow kill me, but not the child in my womb. This is motherly love. All the children here, so many kids are there here today. That's how mothers love children. They can even give up their lives to protect the lives of their children. Uttara prayed like this. Then you know what Krishna did? Krishna entered into the womb of Mother Uttara and saved Parikshit Maharaj. But although Krishna entered into the womb of Mother Uttara in a small size, that does not mean Krishna is not there outside. Krishna is also there in the chariot, and he expanded himself into a small form, thumb-size form, Angushta Matram Amalam Swarat Parata Maulinam, and he entered into the womb of Mother Uttara and killed. Not killed, he counteracted the heat of Brahmastra and saved Parikshit Maharaj. Then Kunti Maharani came there. She was overwhelmed with gratitude, affection, love for Krishna. She was also very much overwhelmed with feelings of separation from Krishna. Oh, Krishna is leaving now. How much affection he shows, how much love he shows upon his devotees like us. And now, just before leaving also, he saved our last descendant. The last descendant in the dynasty of Kurus is Parikshit Maharaj. Because Ashwatthama has already killed the 5 sleeping sons of the Pandavas. And the descendant, the next descendant of Pandavas is their grandchild in the form of Parikshit Maharaj. Sons are gone. The next generation is completely wiped out by Ashwatthama. So the next generation is Abhimanyu's son. Abhimanyu already died. The 5 sons of Draupadi died. The next generation is Parikshit Maharaj, who was still within the womb of his mother. So Kunti Maharani became very overwhelmed with gratitude and she began offering prayers. So we are going to discuss those prayers. All of you have the book or phone or a screen, whatever it is. I request all of you also to recite these prayers. And we will discuss every single word of the prayer. We will enter the mood of this prayer. Am I audible? Is it clear? Yes. Okay, fine. First prayer. Namasye purusham tvadyam.
Namaste purusham tvadyam.
Ishvaram prakriti param.
Ishvaram prakriti param.
Alaksyam sarva bhutanam.
Alaksyam sarva bhutanam.
Antar bahiravasthitam.
Antar bahiravasthitam.
How many of you know this prayer already? You have memorized this prayer? Is it there in your memory already? 1, 2, okay, a few of you. Okay, good. By the end of our series of sessions on Kunti Maharani's prayers, all of you should memorize all the prayers. Is it a good target?
Yes.
Every day there is homework. Same devotees will be there in all the programs? More or less? Okay, good.
More.
That's fine. But at least you are there, right? Those who are here will be there, right? So every day there is homework. So tomorrow, whenever is the class, we will recite the prayers that we have already discussed and 3-4 prayers more ahead, and try to remember all these prayers by the end of our discussion. Okay. First. Namasye purusham tvadyam.
Namasye purusham tvadyam.
Ishvaram prakriti param.
Ishvaram prakriti param.
Alaksyam sarva bhutanam.
Alaksyam sarva bhutanam.
Antar bahiravasthitam.
Antar bahiravasthitam.
Kunti Maharani says, Namasye purusham tu adyam. O Krishna, Namaste, I offer my obeisances unto you, pranams to you. You are Purusham. Purusha means a person. As many people think in this world, God is not formless or attributeless or qualityless. God is a person. He is very personal with all of us. He has qualities, he has forms, he has names, he has activities. He likes to connect with people through very loving relationships. He does so many loving exchanges. So he is Purusham, he is a person, right? Namaste, understood? Purusham, understood? Now Krishna may ask Kunti Maharani, you are calling me a Purusham, person? There are so many Purushas in this world, so many people in this world. What is so special about me? Then Kunti Maharani says, Purusham tu Adyam, you are Adi Purusha, not normal Purusha. Adi Purusha. Adi means the beginning of everything. Aham adir hi devana maharshinam cha sarvashah. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, I am the Adi. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaha sarvam pravartati. Krishna is the origin of everything. Brahma says in the Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma says, Ishvaraha paramaha Krishna sachidananda vigraha Adir Govinda. He is Adi Purusha. There may be so many Purushas, but Adi Purusha is Krishna. Purushottama is Krishna. Purna Purushottama Bhagavan is Krishna. Can you increase the volume slightly? Namaste Purusham tu Adyam. You are Adi Purusha. Ishvaram Prakrite Param. First line is clear. Namaste Purusham tu Adyam. Krishna is the Adi Purusha. He is the origin of everything and everyone in the entire cosmos. In the Mukunda Mala Stotra, Kulashekara Alvar says, नाथेनः पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदम् सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम् नाथेनः पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम्. Kulashekar Alvar says that Krishna is Purushottama, the Uttama Purusha, the best of all Purushas. Kunti Maharani said, you are Adi Purusha. Purusham Adi, Adyam. Kulashekar Alvar saying, Purusha Uttamam, best of all Purushas. Trijagatam, in all the three worlds you can't find the best personality like Krishna. Ekadhipe chetasa. Ekadhipe is the one and only master, one and only boss, one and only lord of all the three worlds. That is Krishna's position as Adi Purusha. Clear? Namaste Purusham tu Adyam. Ishwaram, you are the supreme Ishvara. Ishvara literally means controller. Prabhupada translates the word Ishvara as a controller. One who has ability to control is called Ishvara. All of us are also mini Ishvaras. You have some ability to control something in this world, some people in this world. If you are a teacher, you control all the students there. If you are a parent, you will control the children there. If you are a child, you will control the toys. If you are a boss in the office, you will control the employees. If you are the head of the government, you will control all the rules and policies and protocols in the nation, in the state. So there are so many controllers. Ishvara. Krishna may ask, you are calling me Ishvara. There may be so many Ishvaras. Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, all of them are Ishvaras. But Kunti Maharani says, you are not normal Ishvara. You are Ishvaram Prakritehe Param. Prakriti means this material nature. Param means one who is transcendental to the material nature. There may be so many other Ishvaras, but they are all under the control of Prakriti. Indra is definitely an Ishvara, but is under the control of Maya, control of material nature. In this material world, there may be so many Ishvaras, so many controllers, but they cannot control their aging. They will have to become old. They cannot control time, isn't it? Time is passing, their hairs are becoming whitish. Can they control? There are wrinkles on their face. Can they control? They cannot control. When there is heavy rain, can they control it? When there is heavy wind, can they control it? They cannot control nature. They are controlled by nature. And okay, fine, there are some people who are controlling nature. Who are they? The administrators of the universe in the heavenly planets, all the devatas. They can control more than human beings, but they themselves are also controlled by time factor. They may control Prakriti to some extent. Indra can control rains. Varuna can control all the water bodies. Agni is the controller of fire. Vayu is the controller of wind. But none of them can control time. Kalosmi loka kshayat krit pravriddho. Kalosmi. Krishna is the time factor. He controls everything. In the next chapter, Bhishma says that Vayoriva ghanavali sarvam kalakritam manye bhavatam cha yata priyam sapalo yadvashe loko Vayoriva ghanavali sarvam kalakritam manye. Everything in your life is being controlled by time. Bhavatam cha yata priyam. Whatever is favorable or unfavorable in your life is happening because of the time factor. Sapalo yadvashe loko vayoriva ghanavali. Just like clouds have no independence to stay at one place. Clouds have no independence. As the wind moves, clouds also have to move. The clouds cannot say, I like this place. It's a very nice place, let me stay here only. Cloud cannot say that. When the wind moves, cloud also has to move. Similarly, people also, sapaloya dvasheloko, all the planets and the rulers, the controllers of their planets are also controlled by time. So all the Ishvaras are controlled by something, but Krishna is prakriteha param. He is transcendental to prakriti, transcendental to kala also, time factor also. So he is the supreme Ishvara. What is the first line? Namaste Purusham tu Adyam. You are Purusha, but you are Adi Purusha. You are the origin of all Purushas. Original Purusha. Second, Ishvara. You are Ishvara, but you are Prakritehe Param Ishvara. You are transcendental to material nature. You are not controlled by material nature. Clear? 2 points. Third line. Alakshyam sarva bhutanam antar bahiravasthitam. Antar means inside. Bahir means outside. Avasthita means one who stays. Oh Krishna, you stay inside everyone, you stay outside everyone. Inside everyone he is staying as Paramatma, super soul. Outside also he stays as Paramatma. Paramatma is outside also, Paramatma is inside also. Because Paramatma is there in the hearts of all living entities, but Paramatma is also there in every single atom in this universe. Now, there is Paramatma in this flower. Krishna says, Punyo gandha prithivyam cha, means I am the sweet fragrance, natural fragrance of earth element. So Krishna is there in the earth element in the form of fragrance. And that fragrance of earth is transferred into all these flowers. When you are smelling this flower, that is Krishna. Right? Now, Krishna is there in this water. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayoh. Rasoham apsu. Apsu means, apa means water. Krishna is the taste of the water. And prabhasmi shashi suryayoh. The outside there is sun and moon. The illumination, the light coming from sun and moon is Krishna himself. So Krishna is there outside also, Krishna is there inside also. Krishna is there in every single corner of the entire creation. Can you just imagine? Krishna's all-pervading presence. Antar bahiravasthitam. The last line says, Kunti Maharanis says, Antar, you are inside. Bahir, you are outside also. Antar bahiravasthitam. Now come to the third line. We discussed first and second, we jump to fourth. Third line is at the end. You know why? In the last line she said that you stay inside and outside of everything, but alaksham sarva bhutanam. Alaksham means you are invisible, inaccessible by sarva bhutanam. Sarva means all, bhutana means living entities. Bhuta is not ghost, by the way. Bhut is living entities here. Alaksham sarva bhutana means you are not visible to or you are not accessible to all living entities, although you are there, inside and outside of everything. What is the process of accessing the Lord? Bhakti. For example, say you are transmitting this live, this classes on YouTube or Zoom, something like that. Now this is there in the internet, this is there in the ether, this class is there. But who can access that class? One who has the right YouTube link, one who has the right Zoom link. Only they can access. If in that link, even if one character is here and there, they cannot access this class. They will access something else, or they will not access nothing. They will not access anything. So, you need although Krishna is also there everywhere, who can access Krishna? Only one who has bhakti can access Krishna. Bhakti. Saveda dhatuhu padavim parasya duranta viryasya rathanga pani yoma yaya santataya navritya bhajeta tatpada saroja gandham. Saveda dhatuhu padavim parasya. Who can understand the unsurpassable glories of Krishna? Only one who performs unmotivated, uninterrupted, favorable service to Krishna without any reservations can understand Krishna. Others cannot understand Krishna. Very clear. You see? Anyways, Kunti Maharani says in this shloka, let's recite once again. 3 times we'll recite. Navasye purusham tvadyam
Namaste Purusham Tvadyam
Ishwaram prakrite param
Ishwaram Prakrite Param
Alaksham sarva bhutanam
Alaksham Sarva Bhutanam
Antarbahiravastitam.
Antarbahiravastitam.
Recite.
Namaste Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakrite Param Alaksham Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahiravastitam. Namaste Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakrite Param Alaksham Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahiravastitam.
Okay. Now, Kunti Maharani in the next prayer, she describes why people cannot access Krishna. Why people cannot see Krishna? Although Krishna is there inside and outside everything, why is he alaksham sarva bhutanam? Why can't he be seen by or accessed by everybody? Although Krishna is there right within their hearts, they still cannot connect with him, cannot see him. Why? She gives the reason in the next shloka. Maya javanika channam Agnadhokshaja mavyayam Nalakshyase mudha-drisham Nato natyadharo yatham Maya javanika channam Agnadhokshaja mavyayam Nalakshyase mudha-drisham Nato natyadharo yatham Maya javanika channam. Maya is the illusory energy of the Lord. Javanika means a curtain. Achanna means covered by the curtain. So, why people cannot see Krishna although he is inside and outside of everything? The answer is their vision is covered by Maya. Maya javanika achannam. Their vision is covered, their consciousness is covered by Maya, their intelligence is covered by Maya, their mind is covered by Maya, their entire existence is covered by Maya. Therefore, they cannot see Krishna. Maya javanika achannam. Ajna. Ajna means those who don't have jnana. Those who are unaware of things, those are ignorant, they are called ajna. Adhokshajam avyayam. Krishna is avyayam, inexhaustible Lord. Not that if someone sees him, others cannot see him. For example, you went to some place and many people want to meet you. So somebody went and met you. They consumed 10 minutes. Another person went, they took 15 minutes. Another person went and talked to you. They took 5 minutes. You only have 1 hour. 5-6 people met you, 1 hour is gone. Avyayam, vyayam, exhausted. Time is exhausted. And another person, 10 people are waiting for you. When will my turn come? When will my turn come? They waited for 1 hour. Meeting is over. They cannot meet. But Krishna is not like that. Thousands and thousands and millions and trillions of people can meet simultaneously Krishna. They can meet Krishna simultaneously, and each person can have a private conversation with Krishna for unlimited time. Krishna makes himself accessible and available and approachable to millions and trillions of living entities simultaneously for all time to come, for the rest of eternity. To that degree, Krishna has the ability to reciprocate with us. Right? He's avyayam. Although Krishna has the capacity and intention to make himself available to all of us for such a long time, why still we cannot see him? Because Maya javanika channam. Because our vision and consciousness is covered by Maya. Therefore, Krishna remains adhokshaja. He is avyaya. We discussed what is avyaya, but he is also adhokshaja. You know what is adhokshaja? What is aksha? Eyes. What is akshaja? Correct. Akshaja means that which is born out of eyes. What is born out of eyes? Vision. Very good. Tears. Very good. Perceptions. So, we have 5 jnanendriyas. Jnanendriyas means those indriyas are those senses through which we acquire knowledge. Eyes. When my eyes see some form, I get some knowledge. When my ears hear some sound, I get some knowledge. When my nose smells something, I get some knowledge. When my hand touches something, I get some knowledge. When my tongue tastes something, I get some knowledge. All these are indriyas, jnanendriyas. We acquire jnana through these indriyas. When these indriyas contact their vishayas, means when these senses contact their sense objects, we get knowledge. Therefore, they are called jnanendriyas or knowledge acquiring senses. Clear? So, akshaja means knowledge which is born out of sense perception. When you see something, you get knowledge, right? That is called akshaja jnana. So, you extend this logic of aksha to other senses also. Basically, akshaja basically means the knowledge that you acquire by bringing your senses in contact with the sense objects. But Krishna is adhokshaja, not akshaja. Akshaja means knowledge that you can acquire by sense contact. But adhokshaja means one who is beyond the perception of your senses. One who is inaccessible to your senses. However strong your senses may be, you cannot see Krishna, you cannot hear Krishna, you cannot touch Krishna, you cannot smell Krishna, you cannot taste Krishna. However powerful your senses may be. But if you engage those very senses in Krishna's service, Krishna will reveal himself to you. What is the proof? Any shloka here? Any shloka that says that? Ataha Sri Krishna namadi nabhavet grahyam indriyaihi sevonmukhehi jihvado svayameva spuratyata. When you engage these very senses in Krishna's service, then Krishna will not remain adhokshaja for you. Krishna becomes accessible to you. Generally, Krishna is adhokshaja. He is beyond the perception of material senses. But when those material senses are engaged in Krishna's service, you can see Krishna. You can easily see Krishna. Jihve kirtaya keshavam muraripum cheto bhaja sridharam pani dvandva samarchayachyuta katha shrotradvayatvam shrunu Krishnam lokaya lochanadvaya harer gacchangri yukmalayam jighra grana mukunda pada tulasiyam murdhanna madhokshajam. You can use your eyes to see Krishna, use your ears to hear Krishna, you can use your nose to smell the tulsi leaves offered to Krishna or flowers offered to Krishna, you can use your hands to touch Krishna's deity. Thus, when you engage all your senses in Krishna's seva, Krishna will reveal himself to you. You can understand Krishna. Otherwise, Krishna remains beyond our sense perception. The Prachetas offer their first prayer to the Lord. Very beautiful prayer. Namo namaste khila karanaya. Oh, this is Gajendra's prayer. Prachetas say, Namo namah klesha vinashanaya nirupito daraguna vayaya manovacho vega puro javaya sarvakshamargair agatadhvane namaha. Sarvakshamargair agatadhvane namaha. Sarva akshamargair means through the paths of all senses. Aksha is eyes. You can extend it to all the senses. Akshamarga means the path of acquiring some knowledge through your senses. Through that you cannot understand Krishna. Krishna is adhokshaja. So our vision, our knowledge is covered by Maya. Therefore, although Krishna is everywhere, we cannot access him, we cannot see him. Is it clear so far? Yes. Ajna adhokshaja mabhyayam. Ajna, we are ignorant. Therefore, he is adhokshaja, although he is abhyaya. Our consciousness must be purified to be able to see Krishna. Without that, we cannot see Krishna. Na lakshase modhadrisha. Modhadrisha means one who has ignorant vision. Modha means a fool. For modhas, Krishna doesn't give darshan. Modhadrisha. Na lakshase modhadrisha means ignorant fools or materialistic people whose knowledge and consciousness is covered by Maya cannot see Krishna. Modhadrisha. How? An example she gives. Last line. Nato natyadharo yatha. Just like a drama artist on the stage, or a dancer on the stage, or a singer on the stage, may do some performance, but if you don't have the taste for that music or dance or that art, you cannot get it. Now class is going on. All the adults are able to catch. Some kids also are catching. He's making a lot of notes. I can see this boy. He's also making notes. He's also making notes. Okay. But they're much younger children. See that little girl. She's doing some painting work, coloring, something like that. So they are very small. Their experience is limited. Their sense perception is limited. And you give an infant baby, say, 100 rupee note or 500 rupee note, you will just fold it and put it in the mouth. You cannot understand its quality, its value. Their innocence or ignorance or undeveloped intelligence, whatever it is, therefore they cannot understand what's going on here. Right? Similarly, when we don't have bhakti, we cannot understand Krishna. Although Krishna is right in front of us, we cannot understand Krishna. Because there is no devotion. There is no bhakti. Consciousness is not developed. Just like naive audience who are not familiar with that art of singing or dancing. Now, Kuchipudi, Kathakali dancers, they may dance in different movements, and those who have some understanding of dance, they can understand and appreciate those movements. Otherwise, an naive audience may think, why he is moving like this? Maybe some ant has gone into his kurta. Maybe his cockroach has gone into his pocket. And somebody is singing different ragas and alapa like that. Those who have some knowledge about that raga will relish that raga. Others will think that what happened to him? Is he hungry? Give him some prasad. That's what they say. Right? So, when we don't have knowledge about something, we cannot appreciate it, although someone is demonstrating greatest skill right in front of us. Similarly, although Krishna is personally demonstrating his wonderful, amazing pastimes, we cannot understand those pastimes when the consciousness is covered by Maya. Maya javanikachanna. The best movie is being played in this big screen here. But if you take a curtain, take this cloth and cover it like this, what can you see? If it is very thick, you cannot see anything. It's a little transparent, you can see something, blurred image. I am seeing blur image of all of you. I can't see who is who. But if it is very thick, I cannot see anything. Total darkness only. Similarly, when our vision is covered by the curtain of Maya, we cannot see Krishna, even if Krishna comes and stands right in front of us. We cannot understand Bhagavatam, although it's very clearly written here. Everything is here. Prabhupada is writing. See, this sloka is there in Devanagari. Transliteration in English with diacritic marks. Word to word meaning, translation, purport. What else we want? Still we cannot understand this. Why? We don't read it. We don't read. We sell the book, but we don't read the book. Right, many times. So, point is, when the consciousness is covered with ignorance or Maya, we cannot see Krishna. We cannot understand Krishna. Consciousness is of 5 levels. First is avrita chetana. Means in plants and trees, the consciousness is very poor. That is called avrita chetana or covered consciousness. Even if you cut a branch from the tree doesn't scream in pain. This is called avrita chetana. Little more developed it is sankuchita chetana in animals. It is shrunken consciousness. Yes, animals can feel some pain if their finger is cut or if they are wounded. but their intelligence or mind or emotions are not as developed as human beings. Therefore, even if an animal is scolded, animal may not understand it. So, that is called sankucha chetana or shrunken consciousness. Third level is mukulita chetana, budding consciousness. Consciousness is little more developed, like in human beings, general human beings. But fourth level is vikasita chetana, blossoming consciousness in the sadhaka bhaktas. Amongst the human beings, some people perform bhakti, right? Practice bhakti. Their consciousness is called vikasita chetana, blossoming consciousness. But pure devotees who are completely perfecting bhakti, their consciousness is called purna vikasita chetana, completely blossomed consciousness. Right? Bhakti will allow us to develop to this purna vikasita chetana. But when that chetana is not purna vikasita, even if Krishna stands right in front of us, we cannot understand him or appreciate him. Right? That is maya javanikachana. Second shloka is clear? Recite it 3 times. Maya javanikachana nalakshasi Next shloka, 20th. Fine. In the first 2 shlokas, Kunti Maharani spoke Krishna's glories, and she also said it's very difficult to understand or see Krishna because of Maya. But is there someone who can understand Krishna or see Krishna? Yes, definitely there are some people. They are called Paramahamsas. She spoke about them in the 3rd shloka. Tatha Paramahamsanam Muninam Amalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham Katham Pashyema Histriyaham Tatha Paramahamsanam Muninam Amalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham Katham Pashyema Histriyaham. She says, Tatha Paramahamsanam. Paramahamsas can understand you, Krishna. Those whose vision is covered by Maya cannot understand you, but Paramahamsas can understand you. Paramahamsa means one who can understand the difference between right and wrong, good and bad, worthy and unworthy. They have such developed intelligence to understand things in the right perspective. They can understand what is material and what is spiritual. They also understand how to convert material into spiritual. They have the ability to reject all inauspicious things and accept only auspicious things in life. Such people who developed a wonderful discretion and discrimination between the right and wrong, good and bad, they can understand Krishna. Tatha Paramahamsana Muninam. Muni means very thoughtful people, sages. They can understand Krishna. Amalatmanam. Amalatmanam means those who are pure-hearted. Mala is contamination. Amala means no contamination. Spotless. Those whose hearts are spotless, without any envy, pride, lust, greed, anger, jealousy, revengeful attitude. Such people can understand Krishna. Amalatmanam. They are called Amalatmanam. Muninam Amalatmanam. But how exactly do they understand? And how did they become like that? How does someone become a Muni or a Paramahamsa or Amalatma? Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham. Vidhana is the process. Bhakti Yoga is the process of devotional service. Or linking our consciousness with Krishna through devotion. That is called Bhakti Yoga. Through the process of Bhakti Yoga, they understand Krishna. Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham, they can understand Krishna. But Kunti Maharani says, Katham Pashyema Histriyah. I am a Stri. I am an innocent woman, a simple woman. how can a woman like me understand? She says. That does not mean women cannot understand Krishna. She is a woman. And she understood Krishna so nicely. She is describing. And the later prayers reveal how much she understood Krishna. How glorious is her understanding of Krishna. But out of her humility, she says, I am a simple, innocent woman. What can I understand? I cannot understand much. But Bhagavatam is filled with the examples or stories of so many wonderful women who understood Krishna more than the sages understood. Srimati Radharani, Yashoda Mata, Devaki Mata, Devahuti Mata, Suniti Mata, here Kunti Mata, Uttara sometime back. All these virtuous women understood Krishna. Understanding of Krishna doesn't depend on the gender, doesn't depend on nationality, doesn't depend on the age also. Anyone can understand Krishna provided they have sincere devotion. They're as good as Amalatmas and yogis and pure devotees. So, it is the humility of Kunti Maharani, because of which she said, how can innocent woman like me understand? But Prabhupada writes in the purports, she is the most intelligent woman. Basically, bhakti gives us that understanding of Krishna. Vasudeve bhagavati bhakti yogaha prayojitaha janayatyasu vairagyam jnanam chayada haitukam. When you perform Vasudeva bhakti, jnana and vairagya will automatically manifest. They will automatically come. So that is her wonderful humility. Then 21st sloka, she says, Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah Krishnaya Vasudevaya. Krishna, the all attractive Krishna. Vasudeva, the son of Vasudeva. Devaki Nandanaya Cha. You are the son of Devaki Mata. Nandagopa Kumaraya. You are the son of Nanda Maharaj. Govindaya Namo Namaha. I offer my obeisances unto you. You are Govinda, the giver of pleasure to all senses and cows. Now in this shloka, 3 Vatsalya Bhaktas are mentioned. 3 devotees who loved Krishna in parental affection are mentioned. Who are those 3? Vasudeva, Devaki, Nanda Maharaj. Where is Yashoda Mata? In fact, Yashoda Mata loves Krishna more than these 3 devotees. Her position as a parent of Krishna is superior to even Nanda Maharaj also, Devaki Mata also, Vasudeva also. But still, Kunti Maharani did not mention her name in this shloka because she wants to exclusively describe her in another shloka. Very soon it's coming. But she offered obeisances to the parents of Krishna in this way. And she also has a parental affection for Krishna because she is aunt of Krishna. Right? So then she says, yes, your parents are very fortunate. Vasudeva or Devaki or Nanda Maharaj are all very fortunate. But I am also fortunate because I am getting to see you. I may not have given you birth, my dear Krishna, but I have seen you. I am seeing you right in front of me. Your form is so beautiful. I am very fortunate to have your darshan. She says, Namah Pankajanabhaya Namah Pankajamaline Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangharye Namah Pankajanabhaya. He says, oh Krishna, your navel is like lotus. Namaha Pankajamalini, you wear a lotus flower garland. Namaha Pankajanetraya, you have lotus like eyes. Namaste Pankajangharye. I offer my obeisances unto you. Your feet are also like lotuses. She began with, you see this picture right in front of us. Radha Krishna are standing. Only Krishna is wearing garland. I think Radharani gave her garland to Krishna. Anyways, this is suiting our shloka. So Namaha Pankaja Nabhaya. She began with the Nabhi, the navel of Krishna. Why not lotus feet? Because she is an aunt, elder to Krishna. If she begins her description of Krishna's form with his feet, Krishna may feel a little awkward and embarrassed. Therefore, she said, okay, let me begin from navel. So she described Krishna's navel. Krishna, your navel is like lotus. The next to that is garland. Namaha Pankaja Maline. So you also wear a beautiful lotus flower garland. Then you go a little ahead. Namaha Pankaja Netraya. You see the navel, you see the garland, and you see the eyes. Your eyes are like lotuses. Amazing. But although she is going up, from middle to up, ultimately she came down at the lotus feet. She said, Namaste Pankajangaraye. Anghri means feet. Pankaja means that which is born out of panka. What is panka? Panka is not fan. Right? Panka is dirt. Right? Mud. So Pankaja means that which is born out of mud. That is lotus. Why so many times Krishna is compared with lotuses? Lotus eyes, lotus hands, lotus legs, lotus feet, lotus palms, lotus everywhere. Why? Because although lotus is born from mud, Pankaja, although lotus is born from mud, lotus is beautiful. Lotus is soft, lotus is fragrant, lotus is fresh. The mud around the lotus doesn't affect the beauty of the lotus. Similarly, although Krishna descends from the spiritual world to the material world, which is like mud, which is like dirt, which is like filth, he is unaffected by it. His beauty doesn't fade, his glory doesn't fade, his purity doesn't get affected. So, Krishna is compared to Pankaja, lotus. The beauty and fragrance and sweetness and attractiveness of the lotus is unaffected by the mud around it. Similarly, the glory of Krishna, the sweetness of Krishna, the purity of Krishna doesn't get diminished even if he stays in this dirty material world as an avatar. Therefore, he is often compared to lotus. Of course, lotus is beautiful, Krishna is also beautiful. Basically, lotuses and what is that? Moon, Krishna Chandra. These are not proper comparisons. They are proper in the sense that there is nothing better than them. Therefore, Krishna is compared to such objects we see in the material world, so that we can appreciate Krishna. But Krishna's beauty is millions of times more than a lotus, more than a moon. So she offered this prayer like this. Then in the next prayer, she says, Krishna, in the previous shloka I said that you are very affectionate towards your parents and your parents are glorious. Now in this shloka I said that I am also fortunate, I am seeing you. Now she compares her fortune and Krishna's parents' fortune. Krishna, you are more merciful to me than your parents also. How? Let me speak a shloka. Yatha hrishikesha khalena devaki kamsena ruddhati chiram sucharpitam vimohita ham cha sahatmaja vibho tvayaiva nathena muhurvipadganat yatha hrishikesha khalena devaki. Oh Hrishikesha. What is Hrishikesha? Master of all senses, the controller of all senses. Yatha Hrishikesha khalena devaki. Khala is a villain. Who is the villain here? Kamsa. So this villain Kamsa, he troubled Devaki so much. Brother troubling his sister. Sometimes brothers trouble sisters. You have sisters? You trouble them sometimes? No? Small quarrels are okay. But the way Kamsa troubled Devaki is inconceivable. On her marriage day, he was about to chop off her head. Not teasing. There is another brother also who troubled his sister so much. Anyone knows? In the Krishna Leela? Rukmi troubled Rukmini so much. So, she said, Yatha Hrishikesha Khalena Devaki. That Devaki is troubled so much by Kamsa. Then Kamsena Ruddhati Chiram Sucharpita Vimochitaham. Krishna, you protected her from her difficulty, ultimately by killing Kamsa. So Krishna killed Kamsa and protected Devaki and saved her, rescued her from prison. However, Krishna did not protect her sons, the previous 6 sons. Previously, before Krishna's birth, 6 sons of Devaki Mata were killed by Kamsa. At that time, Krishna did not protect. Now, Kunti Maharani is making a small comparison that Krishna, you did not protect Devaki's 6 sons, but you protected my 5 sons. So many times. Repeatedly, you protected my 5 sons. Therefore, you are more merciful towards me than even your parents. She is thanking Krishna basically. She is not blaming Krishna. She could have blamed Krishna. Krishna, you never allowed Vasudeva to be killed. Vasudeva did not die. But my husband Pandu died. So Kunti Maharani could have blamed Krishna also. You protected Vasudeva. Why did you not protect Pandu? Instead of saying that, she says, you did not protect your mother Devaki's sons, but you protected my sons. I am thanking you. See, very important point here. We always have an opportunity to either thank Krishna or blame Krishna. In this world, we experience so many difficulties. For all those difficulties, we can blame Krishna. But in this world, in our life, we also experience so many blessings. We can thank Krishna for those blessings. We can count our blessings and thank Krishna for the blessings, instead of blaming Krishna for our miseries. If we have a positive outlook, if we are mature in our bhakti, then we see misery also as mercy of Krishna. But if we are not mature, we see mercy also as misery. Although Krishna is mercifully arranging some opportunity for us to serve, we see it as miserable service. मुझे क्यों दिया है सेवा? Why I am being engaged in this kind of service? Why not him? He's खाली पड़ा है, उसको दे दो ना सेवा, वो करेगा. Sometimes, how many times have you felt disinclination towards some service and seeing service as burdensome, headache, distraction, tiring, exhausting? Huh? Anyone here? I felt sometimes. Let me be honest. Sometimes when some service comes, you feel burdensome. Of course, you have to check your bandwidth also. But at the same time, we should not fail to recognize Krishna's mercy in giving us an opportunity to serve some Vaishnava. Serve in some way or the other. Right? When we are mature, we see misery as mercy. When we are not mature, we see mercy also as misery. Kunti Maharani, instead of blaming Krishna for the death of her husband, she is thanking Krishna for protecting her sons. And she is even saying that, Krishna, you are so merciful towards me that you protected my sons, although you did not protect your mother Devaki's sons. How merciful you are towards me. Prabhupada gives a logic in the purport. He says that Kunti Maharani did not have her husband, therefore she did not have the opportunity to get children more. So Krishna protected her sons. But Devaki Mata has her husband Vasudeva alive. he had more opportunity, she had more opportunity to get more sons because Vasudeva is there. Therefore, Krishna gave more attention to Kunti and less attention to Devaki. The lesson that Prabhupada derives there is one who is more dependent on Krishna gets more attention from Krishna. One who has other sources of dependence, they may get less attention from Krishna. If you are exclusively dependent on Krishna, Krishna will give more mercy towards you. Right. So next shloka, 24th. Questions at the end.
Oh, at the end.
Huh? You want me to take in the middle? Up to you. I'm ready. I'm okay with anything. Yeah, I can ask.
I was going to ask, but what about Karna? Like you're talking about the 5 sons, but Karna
I guessed your question. By mistake, out of her childish curiosity, Kunti Maharani utilized that or applied that mantra given by Durvasa and she got a son by mistake. But she never used that mantra again. But after her marriage, when Pandu was cursed to not have children, then she reminded Pandu that I have a benediction from Durvasa Muni. I can invoke the presence of any devata, and with the blessing of the devata I can have a son. Pandu said, yes, let's utilize this opportunity. Let's invoke the presence of devatas. Like Dharmaraj, like Yamadharmaraj, and Vayu, and Indra, and she got 3 sons. And she shared that mantra with Madri also. Madri also invoked the presence of Ashwini Kumarat and she also had 2 sons, Nakul and Sahadev. But without husband's authorization, she should not use that mantra again. Out of childish curiosity, she used once. That was a mistake. And after that, with her husband's sanction, she used it thrice. And she got 3 more sons. And she shared the mantra with her co-wife. She got 2 sons. After that, she should not just use, oh, my husband is not there, even if Pandavas die, let me use the mantra and get more sons. That's not the mood. Does it answer the question? Okay. 24. She said, 20, what's the time now? How much time should I?
8:35.
Oh, we discussed already 1.5 hours? Okay, should we conclude here and take questions? How exactly Krishna protected Pandavas, Kunti Maharani's sons, we will discuss tomorrow. If you have any questions, and anyways, Prabhuji started asking questions. Let's continue questions now. So 24th sloka onwards, we will do tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Any questions? No, you ask one question. Let others also get an opportunity. What's your favorite takeaway in the last 1.5 hours discussion? I didn't realize. Did we start a little late? Or?
7:15.
Okay, 1 hour 15 minutes we discussed. Okay. What's that cut-off time? How long?
8:45.
8:45. Okay. So, would you like to share what you liked in the last 1 hour 15 minutes of discussion? Anyone here? Before you ask any questions. Yes, Matas. You can say.
First of all, I really thank you for coming here. For me, it's like a dream come true to hear some words from your dad. I'm really grateful for that. And 3 points about Adukshaja, Pankaj, and being grateful than living. So this 3 really caught my attention. And yes, how Krishna is beyond, his eye is just one of the representation of the senses. And that Krishna is beyond our perception. And how Acharyas and how especially Bhaktivedanta Srila Rupa Gosvami has given us the opportunity to know something about the Lord. Because devotees like you who have given your, dedicated your life for this process and propagation. And second is Pankaja, like how the lotus is not affected, the beauty of the lotus is not affected, the quality of the lotus is not affected by the dirt and all. Similarly, Krishna is also unaffected. So such a personality, you can never take him for granted. And you should be grateful than blaming him for anything.
Yes,
Whatever
yes.
he does will be it is the best that he is doing for us.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you so much for very wonderful discourse. So, as Mataji mentioned, it's really very excited day for us because we have been seeing you on YouTube a lot. Especially myself, I heard Gita Pravaha that you conducted during the month of December twice. And such a nice explanation of Bhagavad Gita probably not get probably. Really, it was like Bhakti Shastri course which you completed. And most important learning is, as you mentioned, Srimad Bhagavatam is there. Prabhupada is given everything. It is there in Devanagari. Translation is there. And so nicely you are explaining word by word. So that is the level of depth of reading we have to do. That is the most important takeaway. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
So initially you started with why we are
Repetition.
taking repetitions. So that point I like too much. Sadhana is not doing new things at every moment, every time. We are doing the same thing repeatedly. So it will internalize us and it will connect to us.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
Today's class has increased my faith in Prabhupada's purports. Why I'm saying this because you linked sadhana, you mentioned so many things like our daily chanting of the names, visiting dhams, etc. But in the last you mentioned sadhana to Prabhupada, that when we read Prabhupada's purport again and again, then we should get more hankering. As you mentioned that we visit dham, we want to visit more. Similarly, we should develop that mood of hankering and reading it more and more. So that is my take.
From the beginning, you just stress on the bhakti means there is no bhakti. Everything will be, it will be not fruitful for the soul or for ourselves. You just pointing means all the times the bhakti you connected and the circumstance without the bhakti means that will be very good. If the bhakti is done, then it will be just everything can be just fruitful and it can be converted. Understand where it can be always taking us towards the destiny.
Yes. Bhakti. Bhakti is dripping in every single prayer of Kunti Maharani. Bhakti in the form of her depth of understanding of Krishna's personality. Bhakti in the form of her gratitude towards Krishna's protection. Bhakti in the form of her exclusive dependence on Krishna and acceptance of Krishna's will, whether it is pleasant or unpleasant. And bhakti in the form of praying for more and more mercy, as we are seeing, we are going to see in the next few slokas. Bilomangal Thakur says, Sri Krishna Vishnu Madhukaita Bhare Bhaktanukampin Bhagavan Murare Trayasvamam Keshavalokanatham Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. He says, Sri Krishna Vishnu, O Krishna, O Vishnu, Madhukaita Bhare. You have destroyed the demons named Madhu and Kaitaba. Bhaktanukampin. Bhakta anukampin means you are extremely merciful upon all the devotees. Bhagavan Murare. He killed Mura demon. He also kills the demons of our doubts. He kills the demons of our anarthas. He kills the demons of our material desires. Whenever Krishna is described as the killer of some demon, please understand the demons are not those demons. Demons are inside us. The demons of anarthas inside us are being killed by Krishna. Trayasvamam Keshava Lokanatha. Oh Keshava, oh Lokanatha, Trayasvamam, please protect me from my own anarthas, from the demons within me. You also recite. Sri Krishna Vishnu Madhukaita Bhari.
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 Bhaktanukampin Bhagavan Murari.
Bhaktanukampin Bhagavan Murari.
Trayasvamam Keshava Lokanatha.
Trayasvamam Keshava Lokanatha.
Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
So we need to pray to Krishna to destroy our anarthas and make us become more rooted in our sadhana, in our seva, in our swadhyaya, in our sangha, satsanga. Thus we can make our human life more worthwhile. Okay, any other question, comment, reflection, realization, objection? Yes, Mataji. You can sit, Mataji.
For devotees, the material suffering is an obstacle or a doorway to devotion.
You are preparing our consciousness for the next class. Kunti Maharani, in the prayers that we discussed so far, Kunti Maharani said that Krishna, you have been very merciful upon me, you protected my sons so many times, although you have not protected your mother's sons. In the right next shloka she says, how Krishna protected her sons. She will give a list. She gives a list of the ways Krishna protected. Vishan Mahagneha Purushada Darshanat. And after enumerating all those incidents where Krishna protected her sons, she says, let all those difficulties come again and again. Vipadaha Santuta Ashasvat. Not that she is a lover of difficulties, she is a lover of Krishna. And difficulties gave her an opportunity to see Krishna. Therefore, she is inviting more difficulties so that she can get an opportunity to see Krishna. So, in short, answer to your question is that calamity gives a devotee an opportunity to intensify his or her dependence on Krishna. Intensify one's remembrance of Krishna. Thus, we should not hate difficulties. We should see difficulties as stepping stones to enhance our Krishna consciousness. It's not an obstacle. Difficulty is not an obstacle in Krishna Bhakti. Actually, nothing is an obstacle in Krishna Bhakti provided we have the determination. How many obstacles did Prahlad Maharaj face? Were those obstacles really obstacles in his bhakti? No. That intensified his remembrance of Krishna, dependence on Krishna, detachment from this material world, and set an example for all people to come, all generations to come. People understood, oh, if a 5-year-old child can be so determined in bhakti, so faithful in Krishna's protection, how much should we enhance our faith and trust in Krishna's will? Many times, when there is a difficulty in our lives, we doubt Krishna's intentions and integrity. But when there is a difficulty in our life, Krishna is testing our intentions and integrity. When Krishna is testing our intentions and integrity, we are doubting Krishna's intentions and integrity. You see, he is testing us. What is his intention? He came to me as a seeker of relief or a seeker of service. We are supposed to be service seekers, not relief seekers. And we can't label Krishna as merciless just because we have some miseries in life. Because we are seeking relief. Most people in this material world, they go to the Lord only to seek relief from miseries, from difficulties. That is their intention. Intention is to fulfill material desires and destroy material distresses. Very spiritual life there. But Krishna says, whether it is misery or happiness, devotee is one who is always faithful in Krishna consciousness, always trusts Krishna, Krishna's integrity, Krishna's intentions, always believes that Krishna is my well-wisher. Whatever may be the extent of unfavorable circumstances I may face in my life, I will never lose faith in Krishna, I will never leave Krishna. That is a theme that we are going to discuss in the next couple of shlokas. Does it answer your question briefly?
Seva we want to do, then we feel very guilty and don't feel good and happy.
Correct. That's good. I have full experience of it. With sufficient realization, I am saying, you want to serve in a certain way, but your body is not cooperating. Health is not cooperating. What to do? That situation makes us experience a feeling of separation from Krishna. Krishna and Krishna Seva are not different. When we are missing some service of Krishna because of old age or health or some other difficulty, then we serve Krishna more in such a situation within our mind. And that pleases Krishna more than the physical activity. That does not mean when we are healthy and in a position to do, we say, let me serve Krishna more in my mind. Let me not physically do it. That's not the mood here. Or let me feel separation from Krishna by not doing this service. That's not the mood. I am experiencing vipralamba bhav. Therefore I am not coming to the temple. Although I am healthy. That's not the conclusion here. When you have ability to do, you please do. When you don't have ability, you meditate. And that also gives others people an opportunity to serve. Service will not stop. You may not be able to do service, but another person will get an opportunity in your absence. That's good. No? Empowerment. Next generation. Let them do it. You do the service of meditating. You do the service of feeling separation from Krishna. You do some vipralamba seva. Let them do some bhoga seva. Okay. Thank you. Any other question?
You mentioned that more we are dependent on Krishna, he gives more attention. In various purports of Prabhupada lectures, we also hear surrender. So, is there a difference or is there a dependence between surrender and dependence?
Surrendered souls are dependent on Krishna. But surrender is a very bigger term. Dependence is maybe subordinate to your surrender. Dependence could be a part of surrender. Anyways, words may have different connotations, different meanings. But surrender is a very bigger umbrella where you are not only dependent on Krishna, you are also surrendering to His will, surrendering to His desire. Whether it is comfortable for you or not, there is full acceptance of Krishna's wish. That is surrender. Surrender is sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Means we have given up everything else and said Krishna is my only master. He can decide the course of my life. You have given the power of attorney of your life to Him. You have placed the reins of your life's chariot in His hands. That is full surrender. Dependence may also, the word dependence may also be used in this sense, but generally dependence means people are in need of something, they depend on Krishna to get something.
Prabhuji,
It depends on the way you are using these words.
Prabhuji, even atheists are technically dependent on Krishna because the Prakriti exists because of Krishna. So anything that like,
They are dependent on Krishna, but they don't agree it. They don't realize it. They don't acknowledge it. A devotee consciously feels the dependence on Krishna. But atheists, although they are dependent on Krishna, they don't acknowledge Krishna. Ungrateful. Ungrateful dependents. Everybody is dependent ultimately. But some are grateful, some are ungrateful. Some are conscious, some are not conscious. Some acknowledge, some don't acknowledge. Okay.
One question. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for this wonderful session. I'm still not able to believe that you are here with us. Thank you so much. Kunti, my question is...
I am also still unable to believe that you did not notice that I am sleeping in the class. Yeah.
Kunti, see, basically, in the 9 angas of devotion service, the most prominent ones are Shravanam and Kirtan. So, in my experience, I think over the years, 10 plus years in Krishna consciousness, I don't really remember a day when I have actually prayed. Because normally when we pray, it becomes a kind of a selfish activity rather than a selfless activity. Because if the prayer is like in the mood of gratitude, then that is, you bring, the prayer reaches the Supreme Lord. So my question to you is, how do we pray? What should be our mood in prayer? Because generally prayer is to ask something, it's not to give, it's not really in the mood of service. So how do we understand the concept of prayer for people like me who are in a material...
Yeah, prayer is a very big umbrella in bhakti, vandanam. We discussed in our kids satsang. Prayer, 5 elements of prayer. When I was coming here, one little child, 8-year-old girl, she gave a beautiful presentation on prayer, highlighted 5 elements. So prayer is not only to ask something. As a part of prayer, you express gratitude to Krishna. As a part of prayer, you praise Krishna's qualities. As a part of prayer, you also express your apologies for the mistakes you have done. And as a part of prayer, you also request Krishna for something. As a part of prayer, you also appreciate Krishna for whatever he is, for whatever he has done for you. And prayers can be of multiple types. As Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu highlights, there is Dainya Bodhika, Samprarthanatmika. Prayers also, Alala Samai. Prayers also are loaded with humility many times. Prayer also can be your own personal prayer in your own broken words, but when we don't know how to pray, we can repeat the prayers of pure devotees. That's what we are trying to do. Kunti Maharani, while praying, she is also teaching us how to pray. Prahlad Maharaj prayed, he is also teaching us how to pray. And prayer is not only to ask something from Krishna, to say sorry to Krishna for the mistakes we have done. Prayer is also for the welfare of other devotees. Prahlad Maharaj is praying for everyone. He says, Soche tato vimukhache thasa indriyartha maya sukhaya bharamudvahato vimudha. I am a vimudha. So now, they are vimudhas. I am praying for them. I am concerned about these vimudhas. They are carrying the great burden of the illusory happiness of this material world. Maya sukhaya bharamudvahato vimudha. Soche, I am lamenting for them. Prayers can also contain your concern for other people, other devotees. Prayer is a very vast subject. Kunti Maharanis' prayer, how much? She is speaking tattva, she is speaking leela, she is also expressing gratitude for the kripa that she received, and she is also requesting Krishna for his more extended association, and she is also expressing her full dependence on Krishna's will, and she is also expressing her aspiration to keep Krishna as the only aspiration in her life and nothing else. So many things. She is chanting names of Krishna. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, everything is there. Rupa is there. Namah, Pankajanabhaya. Nama is there. Devaki Nandanaya, Krishnaya, Vasudevaya. Guna, qualities are there. Krishna, you are very merciful. Leela, of course. So many Leelas of Krishna. So, prayer is a very comprehensive term. Yes, Prabhu.
The second verse, Maya Jnana-salakaya. So that caution. So it is there because this caution is there, very strong caution is there. So still how we can be still feel motivated and keep just continuing our struggle with Lord's devotion.
The curtain will become thinner and thinner and thinner the more we chant, the more we hear, the more we serve. And eventually the strength of our sadhana will destroy the curtain, will make the curtain disappear. So basically whenever we have such questions, a general answer is back to basics. What are the basics of bhakti? Shravanam, Kirtanam. When we come back to the basics of bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, chanting and hearing, so that basics, that Shravanam, basics nahi, foundation, that foundation of bhakti which is Shravanam and Kirtanam will address the problem at hand. What did Krishna say in the Bhagavad Gita? Daivi hesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mame vaye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. Mama maya. Here Kunti Maharanis says maya javanikachannam. Krishna says mama maya duratyaya. It's very difficult to surpass maya. But you can easily surpass maya. Mame vaye prapadyante. You take shelter of Krishna. The shelter of Krishna will protect us from maya. Our prayer will protect us from maya. Samsara kupe patito tyagadhe mohandha purne vishaya bhitapte karavalambam mama dehi Vishnu Govinda damodara madhaveti Govinda damodara madhaveti Samsara kupe patitotyagadhe. A devotee is praying that, oh Krishna, I fell into this deep, dark well of maya, of samsara. Patita agadhe. Mayandha, mohandha purne. I am filled with maya. I am filled with ignorance. I am filled with illusion and bewilderment. Vishaya bhitapte. I am being tormented by the material sense objects. Karavalambam mama dehi Vishnu. Oh Vishnu, please extend your helping hand and lift me up from the samsara kupa. Karavalambam mama dehi Vishnu Govinda damodara madhaveti. Chant the names of the Lord. Pray for his helping hand. He will do the needful. Sharanagati. Okay, we'll conclude here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Children didn't share anything. What did you like in the class? Did you like anything at all? Any child? Generally, most of the class kids should speak. Yes. Anyone? Children, you would like to share anything? Don't feel shy. Okay. Hare Krishna.
I'm very grateful for your presence here today. One of the points that I liked today is in this class was the last point that you had mentioned, that Krishna showers his blessings more on those who are completely dependent on him. Instead, you gave the example of how Kunti Maharani was much more fortunate to have Krishna's blessing than Devaki, and that's how it actually it is shown to us that how the more you're dependent, the more merciful Krishna is to you.
The more we feel a sense of self-contentment, the more we feel a sense of material security, the less we are dependent on Krishna. That also Kunti Maharani will speak after some time. When we feel we are well settled, we have things, everything that is required for us to survive in this world, so that quality of feeling doesn't come. That mode of dependence doesn't come. And there is a strong sense of security in our material accomplishments and material life and whatever resources we have. We cannot exclusively depend on Krishna. That's why Kunti Maharani says later, Janmaishwarya Shrita Shribhir Edhamana Madah Puman. Somebody who is very intoxicated or proud and puffed up of one's Janma, high birth, Aishwarya, wealth, Shruta, education, Shri, beauty, they cannot depend on Krishna. So we need to constantly remind ourselves that we are dependent on Krishna. We should not take so much of confidence or security in our material shelters, which are very temporary in nature. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
You explained that we have to be service seekers, not relief seekers.
Service seekers, not relief seekers. Mandir gaya to shanti milta hai. Don't ask for shanti. Ask for bhakti. In bhakti there is shanti anyways. Okay. Anyone, younger children? You are not a child, bro. Are you a child? Okay, still you can speak.
Once again, like always, very, very grateful that we have your presence here. My wife and I, we used to record segments of your lectures where you used to recite verses, and that's how we memorized a lot of verses. But now hearing you actually relish each and every syllable of that verse that is coming out of your mouth is just giving another transcendental experience. So my faith in Shastra has increased manifold because of that. I also wanted to share one reflection, so you could perhaps correct me on it or guide me on that reflection. On that same point, that nato natya daruyaka. Sometimes the curtain is so powerful that we don't even understand that we are in illusion. So, because talking about conditioned souls like me, we feel that we are practicing bhakti, but we are so deeply engrossed in bodily consciousness that there is no differentiation between what is material and what is spiritual. And that engrossment is so deep, and it feels as though somebody is practicing Krishna consciousness, somebody is practicing bhakti, but that own strength can become a weakness, and Maya is so strong. I was also reflecting that how, like you mentioned, that somebody might not have taste for that activity, he might not understand that music, but still, the spiritual master is so merciful. Ajnana-timirandhasya, jnananjana-salakaya, caksur unmilitam, tasmai, sri-gurave. That he is the friend of the fallen. Although we don't have taste, although we never asked for it, he is so merciful that he has given us this process. All the Vaishnavas have encouraged us in this process. So I'm just feeling so grateful to all the devotees that although we have no interest, no taste in this process, but still they have given us such highest form of process, highest form of benediction. Mahaprabhu also given us. Now we have your association also. So I'm just feeling very, very grateful for this opportunity.
Thank you very much. Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you.